Hello everyone, my name is Botanist Cool. Today we are playing Ace Attorney Apollo Justice Trilogy, the well thought out, well planned, and well connected game trilogy with the Ace Attorney expert herself,
Katie.
Now, before we start this game, I have very important news for everyone. This is the most important news of the day. So back in November, the Voyager 1 space probe started sending back like faulty data that we could not read anything out of, right? So we thought the Voyager 1 had died, basically. As of today, oh boy, the Voyager 1 is sending back usable data, readable data, and we're getting like engineering information from it about its own like systems and stuff like that. So our boy is still alive, and I am so fucking happy. This is like the best news I've gotten in so fucking long. Y'all have no idea.
Hooray.
I know, right? It is so important to me. I get so emotional over my space probes. Like, the fucking... legitimately, when opportunity...
Have you ever read, what was it? It was like 76.
No?
I need to link you this at some point.
Mm-hmm. Do so.
I'm gonna, 6.
But, like, when Opportunity died, I cried. like, it's just a fucking rover on Mars, and I fucking cried. I was so desperately sad. Like, my heart was fucking broken. And then when fucking Voyager was thought to be dead, my heart was also broken again. Because, like, in my personal opinion, Voyager and similar projects were the biggest, most successful, and also like the most grand engineering products humanity has ever done. In my personal opinion, I don't think humanity has ever done anything, quote unquote, bigger and better than projects like the Voyager projects. It's such a big fucking thing. It's literally outside of the solar system. It's literally an interstellar space, and that's so fucking cool.
Super neat.
I know. That has nothing to do with Apollo Justice, though, so we should probably hit that up, right?
It has something to do with one of his many backstories, tangentially.
What?
Hey, in one of his many backstories, he has a friend who's in the space program.
Okay, I do remember. So there's this guy who did a ska opening for Ace Attorney, and I do vaguely remember something about a spaceship being in there. Okay. I do vaguely remember like them using 3DS in like the 5th or the 6th game graphics.
It's the 5th game.
Mm-hmm. To fucking like have like there's like a space agency thing there, which now I'm very excited. I want to see that. That and the Orca. I'm looking forward to both of them.
Yeah, reasons that Ace Attorney 5 isn't a total travesty.
The Orca.
The Orca, space, the detective.
The detective?
There's a lot of good things. I just think it could have been better.
Fair enough. Alright, let's get on to this. Just so you guys know, we will be taking a break about an hour in. That way I can make this a 2-episode thing and put 1 episode on 1 week, because I'll be gone for 2 weeks after this stream. I'm probably not going to be streaming again until... Oh, this is classic music. Until...
Look at that one guard.
I probably won't be streaming again until the 15th of May. Sounds about right. No, I'll probably be streaming Sunday or Monday. Yeah, probably stream a little bit Sunday and Monday, but after that it's gonna be like 2 weeks. So, just so you're aware. Which one are you talking about? The one on the left or the one on the right?
The one on the left. He's just got like a certain mouth to him. I don't know how to put it. It doesn't seem to match with how his eyes are shaded out. Also, it feels like his torso is a little long, but maybe I'm just seeing things.
Maybe he's just a long boy.
Maybe.
Maybe just a long boy.
Could be.
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. To suddenly claim there was another person at the scene of the crime like that? I must ask, is it the truth? Well, no, I think you would know the answer to that. Ah, being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome. I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Kristoff. Justice. Yes, sir. The judge has summoned me to his chamber, so carry on without me. I just like, is that a picture of the judge on the right? Like, it's
that's a judge picture.
Yeah, it's a wild picture. I feel like it's not as grand as the judge is. I feel like it's like the judge if he were a monk on a fucking mountain and never saw, like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like he was a monk on the mountain, like, you know, I don't know. You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright? Oh, you're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket. Yes! I caught on to that immediately. Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there. Hi, Trucy.
Trucy.
I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days. One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years ago, what I did. It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat. I never, honest, but... Is it odd that he'd managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years? It is odd that he'd go undefeated for 7 whole years. Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker. Huh? You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like trial law. Figure out what your opponent is thinking and you win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Huh? I feel like I'm going into this like standard Deku anime voice for Apollo by accident. Yeah. What?
Yeah, I feel like he's getting a little high pitched.
Yeah,
but...
it's like I can't believe my friends are on the defense stand and they're being tried for murder. I don't like it. I gotta find a better.
Yeah, I think when you see his face again, it'll be easier. Because, like, he does not have a face that aligns well with that kind of voice.
No, he doesn't. But Phoenix has my voice. Like, Phoenix just has my voice. So I gotta give him, like...
I mean, you could just, like, change Phoenix's voice and give Apollo your voice.
That's so much harder. He's been Phoenix... That's been his voice for literally 2 years.
Yeah, and he's been gone for 7. You know what that does to him.
Yeah, he sounds like this now. Hello. I don't know if I could do a Dilf voice, though.
Whatever. We'll find Apollo's voice eventually. Yeah. You gotta get a bit more of his character. His character is really similar to Phoenix's, but in my opinion, he has... how I interpret him, at least, is that he has a bit more of a temper, bit more enthusiastic at times, but he also feels like more of a straight man at times. At the same time, it's like weird, but like he's like Phoenix a little bit to the left, in my personal opinion. But like, so yeah.
Try as I might conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language can become a valuable source of information. You're kidding! That witness, for instance, Miss O'Reilly. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? No. Come on, who noticed that? Words, habit, twitches, it's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you. Who taught you that?
Mysteries to find out for later.
I was like, that's not Mia, that's for sure.
You didn't miss something in the trilogy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up these signals. No, you could do it. Huh? You know what? I'm actually just gonna use the lower register of my voice for Phoenix and the higher register for Apollo. Cause like, I think that right now this difference in voice is fine enough. Like, this is my voice, this is Phoenix's voice, and this is Apollo's voice. And I think that's different enough for me right now, and I'll differentiate it more in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just don't know it yet. What's he talking about? But you will soon. Almost forgot. One more thing about this case. You should know I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. What? I knew it! I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power. My power? I had no idea my cords of steel were that special. It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. Guys, I think Kristoff's gonna die. I've been telling Katie this, but like, every Mia character dies. Kristoff's gonna die. Wow, we were that close to a...
Well...
That's funny. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck, it's Pain, right.
Court will now reconvene. Has our witness, Miss Olga, already recovered?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness. Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again. That's the thing, you see. She's quite fatigued.
You're looking quite fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne.
Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss O'Reilly take the stand.
Very well. The witness will take the stand.
Now we're gonna have that special power that replaces the Magatama. Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession. Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poorer loser.
Yeah. Not.
Whoa! Hello!
Name's Olga O'Reilly. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer.
Damn,
I know, right? Hello.
Like, hello.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure.
Come here often.
For a second, I'm like, she gave me badass Pirate Bay No vibes. And
It's the bandana.
It's the bandana, and I was entranced for a solid second. Every fucking Ace Attorney game, there was Madame Tuspells.
I knew she was coming, but I somehow did not put together that, oh yeah, Steph is gonna love this.
It was Madame Tuspells. Now there's Olga. Who was it in the first game that I was just like, oh my god, with? I don't remember anyone actually. Steel Samurai. Just a Steel Samurai. Edgeworth, there we go. Oh my god. I know Edgeworth doesn't make it in this game, but I really want him to. Anyways.
People call me Olga Quick Fingers Orley.
Oh really?
Wanna know something else? I'm not really Russian. My last name sounds like O'Reilly.
Oh really? I never would have guessed! I definitely would have been making jokes about it all the last stream.
There, that's the truth. Hope you're satisfied.
Oh, I definitely didn't make jokes about that a whole bunch last stream. Don't worry about it.
Damn.
Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night.
Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see?
Chip's just like, oh really? Like, yeah, oh really?
Let me remind you that you're currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences.
Fine.
Oh, fuck. You can't do this to my heart, Katie.
Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy Smith hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Borch Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game. As a waitress.
So, you were in cahoots with the victim?
Not that I needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple, elegant really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When the hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright.
That Phoenix is... Oh, really? He's searching right? He's just searching right? I can't deal with this shit.
I know.
I love it, but at the same time, it's really... That's one hell of a smile Wright's got on his face.
He'd then pull out the planted card and the trap would snap shut.
You swapped the cards!
Exposed as a cheater and losing on top of it. It would have made a great double play. Just like that, Legend would be dashed to pieces.
Indeed. Getting caught red-handed at cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins.
A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. How was the plan?
Damn, she just admitted to cheating. Oh, I'm loving the wordplay already. Oh, really? Oh, really? How droll. But it appears you made quite the mistake.
A mistake?
I agree the trap was elegant. Yet what happened to that planted card? Hey, that's right.
He's lucky, I'll give him that. You'd have to be to slip free from a trap laid by Olga Quickfingers Orley.
Oh, really?
God damn it.
The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind shtick.
Yeah, but she's a lot hotter with it. I'm just saying! I'm just saying, am I wrong?
No, she's definitely way better like this. Cute? Who wants to be cute?
Damn straight.
I'm not cute. I'm bad. You hear me? Bad.
Okay, that's like... that just makes you want to pinch your cheek like, oh, look at you.
Ooh.
Oh, look at you being so precious and bad.
When you're through being
God, I'm sorry. This is just so funny to me.
When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung.
Oh. Fuck, that was funny.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. Next moment, Wright picked up the bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good cheating defendant.
Wait, you literally just said you cheated. You contradicted your motive.
Surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark.
The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect. If that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up.
How's he Look who's talking. Thank you, Apollo. Look who's talking.
Oral testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice.
With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? Alright, let's press her.
You just met her.
Katie! This planted card. Which card was it exactly?
The trump card. The 5 of hearts.
Let me guess. Mr. Wright was to have switched the 5 with the ace to make a full house. At least that's what you were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend.
I slid it into Wright's pocket.
When was this?
Why, before the match, of course, when he was eating. At the Borch Bowl Club, we serve borch and suckers.
Remind me never to go there.
Of course, the card was to make its grand debut during the game. Like a good borch, a good plot must be cooked up early and allowed to thicken.
I've not actually had borscht. I'm kind of curious about it now. So everything went according to plan.
Exactly. The 5th ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud.
There are 2 things... there are worse things to be known as, I suppose.
Tell us what happened with the search. The card disappeared?
Yeah, my trump card, the 5 of hearts. Gone without a trace. Poof. Zippo. We searched every nook and cranny.
No!
Everyone.
No!
All of them.
Not with that face, you didn't! Oh, I mean, with that face you did, but still.
Even aside his cute little hat.
But the card was nowhere to be found, is this correct?
Never in my long storied career. Never has Quick Fingers O'Reilly been dumped so readily duped. I've never been dumped either. I'm too hot.
Oh, really? So what did happen to that 5 of hearts?
Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant?
You're the one who cheated! So this 5 of hearts is still missing in action. If Wright does have it, I'm gonna fucking flip, though. Wait, isn't that a little odd?
What's odd?
You searched Mr. Wright, thoroughly and found nothing. Which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike the victim.
Well...
Oh, she's touching the back of her head. What was that just now? I sensed something.
Something wrong, Mr. Justice.
No, nothing, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press her a little harder? We're gonna press harder. Mr. O'Reilly, you're hiding something.
Oh, what are you talking about? You...
Yeah, that face definitely is the face of calm.
Me? Quick Fingers O'Reilly hiding something.
That's what I'm saying from baseless accusations!
I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Mr. Wright hit him.
No, you didn't.
With my own eyes, I saw it.
What's this weird vibe I'm getting? That witness, for instance, was really. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Touching her neck, was it? I mean, I don't mind the close-up, but... Whoa, okay then. Naruto, I've opened my Sharingan. My Sharingan's going crazy, Naruto. I can see your nine-tailed fox. What the fuck is this animation? Like, yeah, we understand that you're looking. Oh no, Apollo's getting high, right, Chip? Fucking that red eyes, the red eyes.
He just has them eyes.
He just has them fucking anime eyes. Are you sure he's not an anime protagonist? That can't be like fucking Deku at this point. Like, this is starting to feel very anime protagonist.
Maybe anime protagonist, but definitely not. I don't know. Deku's a little geeky.
Whoa, what's going on? The sensation. It's coming into focus. There, that twitch. It's so clear that you should subscribe and make sure to leave a bell notification. It's like I can perceive her habit, like I couldn't before. Oh, press perceive. Gotcha! How does that help me? So really, perhaps you're unaware of this yourself.
Unaware of what?
Whenever you get into a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand.
My neck? So what?
What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort. When she says that part of her testimony, she subconsciously is recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory. She touches her neck. I'm sure of it. A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about?
It is highly unusual, but with us in defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us.
Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? So really, whenever you recall that crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens whenever you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left your inerasable impression on the... I believe the weapon that left an inerasable impression on your neck is this. What? My attorney's badge. My gut is to, like, present that and say it's the necklace, because, like, you know, it's at the, you know, unclasping the necklace from the back of your neck would make sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but exactly. The attorney's badge is the only proof we need, Chip.
They give
that's
kind of a hint what you I think what you should do.
Also, maybe like fucking picking up the phone, putting it to your ear, and then like you could be like scratching
it's her neck.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm thinking. But like, you know, the neck in your ear is not very far. You know, you don't have. Anyways. My guts to say this. I was wrong.
Sorry to disappoint, but I don't have any particular memories of that.
Uh-oh, that must not have been it.
Of course not.
I hate your face so much.
Face.
I hate this face so much. I want to. He looks like one of those fucking anime cat assholes. He's got the fucking yawn face.
Yeah.
Without the kawaii-ness.
You want a habit, Mr. Justice? I'll show you a habit.
I'm ready to get this sorted out before I develop a habit of my own. Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So it would remind her of the most of the moment of the crime. Yeah. You might just...
Approach it like an SAT question. I believe in you.
Yeah. Unforced trauma... I don't think it's the cards. It's not this photo, so it's not the locket. That is a neck. What in tarnation? What? I feel like this is supposed to be easy because it's the first case. But
Reread the sentence.
I believe the weapon that left an inerasable impression on your neck is this. The only weapon is the fucking deadly bottle. What's your guess, Chip? I'm curious. Like there is also this, 'cause I mentioned this, there's a weird impression on this guy's head that doesn't make sense to me. But if it's the bottle, how's that relate to her neck? You only got like 5 hit points.
I don't think you lost anything last time, so
Okay, so I still have 5 hit points. Alright, cool.
they're kind to you on your first case.
I appreciate that. This is the only weapon we have, so it's like either the bottle or one of the photos. Still thinking of which photo. I'll try the bottle. Really?
It's the only thing, like, that's why I said approach it like an SAT question. The only thing that it can be considered a weapon is the bottle.
That's stupid. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon? How does that relate to her neck? Did she fucking like balance it on her neck? Did she like use it to like rub her neck? 'Cause like I know I've used like bottles like just like stretch out my neck, you know, a little bit, but like what the fuck? But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? What's he talking about now? It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit, not you. This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. A witness, habits, they're completely irrelevant. Justice, I'll admit I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later, just trust me, now's our only chance to break her. Miss O'Reilly, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Wow.
Yet, I am knowing nothing.
That was an immediate fucking change. That camera's gonna be destroyed? Right. We know you're not Russian.
The witness will testify, please. No.
Fine.
It's almost as good the second time. You seem uneasy.
You try standing up here.
You probably will at some point or another, knowing these games. Her eyes are darting all over the place. I must be getting warm. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like?
Well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He sat in a daze at that table until the cops came.
Well, that's a big fucking lie. Intriguing. I believe you've gotten all the testimony you're gonna get out of this witness. So what do you think about her testimony? I'll tell you what I think. Her testimony is flawed.
It's 100% fine.
Yeah, it's 100% fine. It's all good, guys. Don't worry about it. Like, Phoenix Wright, fucking guilty, man. It's basically bonus. It contradicts the evidence. What's that?
Well, show us the evidence, Mr. Justice. This evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony.
She didn't let him have her sight until the cops got there. I know there's some evidence that contradicts that. Miss O'Reilly, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bowl Club. So explain how you kept your eye on the defendant when he left the room entirely. It's a lobster.
The man who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant.
Ooh, there was another man who did it. Who are you? That looks like right. Because you have the beanie though, but the face is not clear, huh? The card's gone. You lose.
Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to right, and he hit me.
Oh shit!
You, some master of cheating you turned out to be!
Oh shit.
I came to.
The victim was already dead, is that it?
That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure.
Well, where does this leave us?
Madness! This is madness! I'm dreaming! It must have been me who was hit with the bottle, and I'm imagining all of this!
It appears our prosecution is at its wit's ends, and frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events?
Mr. Gavin, sir, I believe that as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss O'Reilly a big fat liar.
What?
3 were in the room the night of the murder, the defendant, the victim, and her. And she has a motive. A motive? Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And that the denouncement of the argument was murder.
What? I didn't. I'm no killer. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me.
What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. So tangled we catch ourselves in the process.
Mr. Wright!
Such a hasty conclusion. Why is... Okay, something's bothering me here. Something's really bothering me. It's like when in the other game someone's tried all right, so like as an example, in the end of the last game, when they tried to end, or the Great Ace Attorney, right? When they tried to end the case early by saying, oh yeah, we got a way to get the defense off the case, we got a way to get Van Zieks off the case, like they were ending it early. I have a very similar gut feeling that Gavin wants to end it early. He just wants to finish this right now.
Huh.
Like, I don't know. It's the pattern of these games. Like I'm inclined to believe O'Reilly's not the murderer, partially because of the pattern of these games. But I'm lost on the motivation for Phoenix right now, what he's up to, and the motivation for Gavin right now and what he's up to, because Phoenix is here playing 5D chess. Gavin seems a little hasty, and I don't know why. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. See, okay, see? Even Phoenix is saying it. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility that there was another person in the room at the time of the murder? He did also completely ignore that possibility that was already previously mentioned. Right, like Mr. Wright was saying before recess. A single card was swapped into the victim's hand at the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. A 4th person.
Has theory again? Your 4th person doesn't exist.
Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. What? Here, where there's no escape from... So was someone trying to frame Phoenix, and he brought it here to make it public, or to make it harder to escape? The perfect place to catch the real criminal.
The real criminal.
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided to us, and right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
What?
Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about. Sorry. Remember what I said? The 4th person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the colors on the back of the cards. Right, but how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet there is one person here who in our courts who thought those cards were blue. No. Phoenix is saying they're in the court. It's not Payne and it's not Apollo. It's not the judge. I'm inclined to believe Aurelia's fine. Is Gavin the murderer? Yeah, I had that impression too, but why? Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was?
It's not me, I swear.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
It's Payne. Arrest him.
Arrest Payne.
Who is it? This 4th person.
Why do I always get put on the spot like this? Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards were used were blue? There's only literally like... He couldn't have murdered himself, so it's gotta be Gavin. As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair. Oh, you're one to talk, asshole. Can't be Godot since he can't see red. Shit. I was right? Christoph Gavin, you were the 4th person that night. What? But of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue and... You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table. But look! You can see the colors in this photo. Not the backs. Oh. Yes. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came into light. I didn't mention that last time. I mentioned someone said there was a sea of blue.
Mm-hmm.
It was true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that, a game in the purest of sense. A competition, Your Honor.
A competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flames, know its final outcomes. Oh, okay, I thought it was a sea of blue. Apparently it was blue flames.
Right. Same difference.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm taking a sip of water. I'm taking a sippy. Well, Christoph. Why would Christoph do this? Aren't they friends? Mr. Gavin.
Mr. Gavin, is something the matter?
No, nothing. Excuse me, I was just so... sudden. Right, you aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Christoph? You know even I'd never take a joke this far.
This is gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb. This is insanity. The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder?
I assure you I'm quite sane.
What's the possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim had never met.
Well, what if they have?
Huh?
There is a possibility, after all. They may have met that night before the game started.
What are you suggesting?
Is this the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would... What, say again?
I was just like, immediately quit. I'm out. My boss is about to fire me, yo. I'm not getting paid for this.
Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court. The defense would like to request no such thing. Mr. Gavin, testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happening before the game of poker be related?
I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin.
As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss O'Reilly...
Might assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this. He is the defense, not you.
Damn! Is that why Phoenix requested justice specifically? Because at that point in time, Gavin couldn't control the narrative or the defense? Oh my god, I thought he was playing 4D chess.
5D chess, unreal.
I know.
Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you.
Oh, okay. Gulp.
Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony?
Yeah.
Don't worry, boss, I got you.
This is Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along. And I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court. Okay, yeah, he's the bad guy. He's the fucking bad guy. He is 100% the bad guy. I don't know why, but yup. At 2, Justice, you would betray me, your teacher. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, this isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth.
Very well, the defendants. Mr. Wright will take the stand, please.
That evening, Christoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. J.D. Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin.
Mr. Gavin, you were at the Borscht Bowl Club that night of the murder.
I dine with him rather frequently.
And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder?
Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. You were planning this all along, weren't you, Wright? Yeah, he looks so pissed right now. Like, Gavin looks pissed. Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth. As I did back then, and not back then. I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong.
Very well, the defense may cross-examine the witness.
Justice? Sir. He's lying and you're going to expose him. Understood, sir. Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright, this can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial? These games don't have normal trials, Justice. They only have justice. You had dinner with Mr. Gavin? Yeah, he dines with me at the Borscht Bowl Club quite frequently. We were enjoying the usual dinner at our usual spot, as usual. Usual? I always eat at the table closest to the piano.
I see. Where Mr. Smith was sitting?
So the plates and such on the table were from your dinner.
Indeed, the remnants were my meal with Christoph. We dined for 2 hours, and Christoph left after that. See, the thing is, he didn't do a single, like, body motion that we could press on. I feel like we're gonna go through all of these, and it's gonna be just the fucking truth. 5 minutes? So, the two of them could have passed in the restaurant during that time. That would have been a faithful encounter, to be sure.
Hee hee hee. Oh, Mr. Wright, was that... What was it you said? Christoph Gavin and Shady Smith may have met.
I believe I did say that.
Here I was all nervous about this meeting, and now we hear they just passed in the hall?
It does seem a little weak as a pretense for murder.
Oh, it would be if that were all that really happened. Come on, Mr. Wright. What are you hiding this time? What is he hiding? About this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga really mentioned.
Do I have to reread this?
No. We read this before. We read it like 5 seconds ago. This face kills me. This face fucking kills me. I can't. Like, I know it's him being smug, but out of context, this is like the worst fucking picture. Like, I have no doubt. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, actually. I'm not gonna say shit.
Probably wise.
I know. That was the wisest thing I've done in my streaming career.
Perhaps.
Yes, a harmless prank in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it.
A quirk?
I happened to put my hand in my pocket and I found a card. The card she planted! Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of Hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game.
Disposed where?
There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle.
An empty bottle of grape juice?
The murder weapon? Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in there. The colored glass makes it hard to see.
Battle of wits discovered a deceiver and would be deceived. Sounds like a terrific drama.
A card inside the murder weapon, that's strange. Did the police miss it when they're in their investigation? Maybe I'll have to take a look. Thank you for the hint, game.
Mr. Wright, the poker head of courtroom number 3 proves this battle of wits. Please provide your testimony and new information.
Okay, there is no actual card in here. What?
Taken out?
I know you read. Yeah. Okay. So where do you fucking put it? The bottle's completely empty. What? Mr. Wright, if I may. Yes? I examined the bottle and I don't see any card in here. No?
What, Mr. Wright? Surely isn't all you have to say for yourself.
I can't say I know what happened to the card. I did put it in that bottle. However... Huh? Perhaps a 5th person came and took it out. Oh, and a 6th person could have helped.
Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright is your client.
My apologies, Your Honor.
I won't have you disparage your investigation either. We looked into that bottle. There was nothing.
So what's going on? Is this a right hoodwink us again? Or did the card just...
That is the face of a man pulling a hoodwink.
I know it is, yeah! Or did the card just disappear?
In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid decisive contradictions calls for decisive evidence.
Oh! Push him harder, Justice. Break him. It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO.
Why do I get the feeling
We're not on our client's side anymore. You made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly. Cell phones don't get a signal down in the hideout. Was anyone else on the first floor at the time? Not a soul. It was the middle of the night after all. So there in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone. And when you returned, the victim was already dead, yes. I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in.
A little?
He was bleeding from his forehead after all. I guess I'd be startled too if I walked on the scene like that. Could you explain why you called Mr. Gavin? I'd obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair, and I figured Kristoff's law offices would give me a friend's rate for my defense fees. Ah, glad to hear you intend to pay. Oh, I'll pay in full, Kristoff. It was I who got you involved after all. You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high. Is this the truth that Miss Wright was talking about? Justice, you know what you have to do. He's lying. Expose him now. Yes, sir. I think, what's Mr. Wright trying to tell me for all this testimony? The truth has to be in there somewhere. I don't... something bothers me about this picture. I've mentioned it before, but it looks like there's a smudge on his head. And it looks like there's a cut. Like, that cut, like, that doesn't feel like...
I know what it... I know what evidence it is.
I'm gonna take a look at the autopsy report real quick. Cerebral hemorrhaging resulting in a blunt trauma from the head. So yeah, there's blood from his head. That makes sense. Oh. How would he know if he had the hat on? Objection! Mr. Wright, if I may. Yes. Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead. Good point. Justice! Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it.
Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court?
I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head. Huh?
Yo!
You put the hat on the dead man's head.
He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police when I returned to the scene, his head was full view, shining bright just like this photograph.
And?
I picked this hat off the floor and put it on his head.
Why'd you do such a thing like that?
All I can say is I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene. So, Mr. really didn't see it? It being the victim's, head? I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head. Ah, here we go again. Mr. Gavin. Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case. Hey, he's still our client, isn't he? I believe that's enough of that. Mr. Gavin. This witness's testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Kristoff. I never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone. Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never. Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. Huh? When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. When I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well.
A reason?
That reason is right here. Your cell phone? That night, Recall that I spoke with the defense attorney Gavin after calling the police, just in case I recorded our conversation. What's this? Now that we're all here, I'd see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the courts. First off, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game not going well? Something like that. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good. He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china pate? It wasn't you, was it? He just admitted he knew the guy was bald.
He sure did.
Oh my. Me, please. The cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. Bone china plates? It kind of... Wait, hold on. That's why I was confused. I said plate, but Christoph said pate. I know, like, it's a fucking typo. Hey, Capcom, I caught you.
Now, hit back on your little thing.
What do you mean?
Right there.
Fucking, my ass got shown again. Just fucking show my ass, alright. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead.
The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in the indication of my forehead.
Wait a second, something's not right on that about that phone call. So, after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bowl Club. Most certainly. Then, how did he know? When did he see this bone china pate?
Oh, that's right.
Yes. That's when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene, and then I spotted Mr. Smith's head again. I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come to your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point, Mr. Gavin. It's come down to this, has it, Phoenix Wright?
Order, I will have order. Mr. Bain.
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony?
As well as a prosecutor, I...
Very well. We'll break for 10 minutes. In which Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination. Are we all clear on that?
Crystal clear, Your Honor.
Very well. This will be the final recess of the day.
Mr. Gavin and Mr. Wright are both in the judge's chambers. Who'd have thought today would turn out to be like this?
May I?
Huh? What? Chrissy!
Hello, sir. Please, pick a card.
What's all this about? Is this one okay?
Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it.
A trump card?
The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That's all.
There's a drop of blood on there. 3 aces, Mr. Wright has 2, 5 aces, and all. It was true, I have seen it, the 5th ace. There was a cheating, I swear to you. The missing 5th ace. Wait, this blotch of red. Is that blood?
You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth.
Funny thing is, guys, I'm playing with red cards in my hand right now. I'm actually playing with a deck of cards. I've literally just been cutting it the entire time. It's become a habit of mine now. Just when I sit at my desk, I'm just cutting these cards.
My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it.
Our costume's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's a cool magician's costume. I like it. This bloodstained card is my trump card for finding the truth? I fell deep into my thoughts as I raced understood what this all meant. That girl, I'd seen her recently, but where? That's when I made the connection. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna take a 5-minute break here. Us as the stream. We are going to start a recording again after this for YouTube, so everyone say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, if you're watching this, thank you very much. I hope you had a good one, YouTube. Y'all stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and we'll see you next week for more Ace Attorney and the finale of Turnabout Trump. You probably won't see an episode of Ace Attorney for another week or so because I will be out of the country. See you later, YouTube.
See you, YouTube.